Hey everyone, Lauren from A Girl and Her Wool here. Today is going to be a shop update vlog. My shop at agirlandherwool.com will be updated tomorrow, Saturday, July 10th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And we have a lot going on, a lot to talk about. The shop is going to be changing. Kind of how I run the shop is going to be changing. So I wanted to talk through all of that today. I'll also kind of go through what that means for the July update, what you can expect to see there. Kind of July, I've talked about this a little bit, but July is going to be a bit of a transition month, and so what that kind of means, and then what you'll expect to see come August. I had planned to write up a ton of notes, but I haven't, so hopefully this goes well. I've been really excited to record this vlog, but I've also been really nervous about it too for whatever reason. So it's always exciting when you have new changes, and there are new things I'm excited about that will be coming to the shop, but it's also like scary too to make changes to a shop that is running okay. So I'm going to talk about the whys of why these changes are coming. In another video, I like to do like a business series more towards the end of the year. So I'll probably talk about that and reflect on how it went, and see if we're still doing this by then. But yeah, kind of what's going to be changing is my plan is to offer more ready to ship yarn. So basically my shop has always been a dye to order shop, which is really great. There are pros and cons to both methods, but for me and how I like to do things and run, having more ready to ship skeins is something I've always kind of had a goal set out to do. Have always been trying to figure out how I can implement it, and I think I've come up with the right solution. I'm really excited about this. So again, the goal is to have more ready to ship yarn, which is awesome for you guys because you'll get things much faster, and it also means that I can hopefully add more variety, and you'll kind of see how in a bit. But if you love any size skeins, they are not going anywhere. So I will still be doing any size skeins. You can still order your custom skeins with your custom quantity. All of that will still exist in the shop, so that is not going anywhere. The goal is to just have more ready to ship in more popular sizes available, so that way I'm not dyeing those items to order. So what this means kind of so the long-term way of how I think this will go, or I know this is gonna go, but the way I think it's going to work out well, kind of what I was getting to earlier, is that I'm going to have colors of the month. So my library that you can order your any size skeins on is going to shrink quite a bit. And so each month I will have colors of the month, and this will really start in August because nothing is coming down in July. That's part of the transition that I'll talk about in a second. But I don't know the right number of colors of the month, maybe around 5, maybe someday it will change to 7 or 10. I don't know what that right number will be, but there will be colors of the month. And when I do my shop update at the beginning of the month, so the first Saturday morning of the month, that is when I will launch the colors of the month, update the shop with all the ready to ship skeins, and change out the any size skein color offerings. And so what you see ready to ship will also be what your selections are to order as an any size skein. And what I love about this is that if you come to my shop regularly or you check back in often, you're gonna see an evolving library each month, versus kind of seeing the same large selection with maybe a couple of additions here and there. You're really gonna see things change and get excited about the colors again, which I think will be great for both you guys as the crafters and the customers, and for me as the dyer. So yeah, that's going to be how it generally works. Each month I will announce the colors of the month, and then in the shop update, that's when the ready to ship skeins will be available, as well as the any size skein offering color library will change. The other thing with that is I will try to get as much as possible into the ready to ship update. I'm going to, of course, be like the actuary that I am, I'm going to be tracking the trends of what people are actually buying, and kind of try to better prepare for shop updates in the future. What I plan to do is have restocks on the Saturdays of the month. So the first Saturday of the month will be the largest shop update, where I will have the bulk of the ready to ship skeins. If certain things sell out, I will restock them, and those will potentially happen on, or those would happen on a Saturday morning. I'm not guaranteeing a restock every Saturday, but I'm just saying that if there's something to restock, it will go up on the next Saturday. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like. Of course, I have no idea how these are going to sell over time, so we'll kind of see how that goes. But that's the plan, is to do the larger update on the first Saturday and then kind of restock what I can throughout the month. When it changes to the new colors, I'm not going to pull ready to ship stock out of the store. Those will still be available until they sell out, but I'll stop restocking them once the colors change, and we'll move on to the next. So yeah, so again, that's how the shop is changing. That's the big changes. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see how this goes. So I'm going to talk about the transition and what you can expect, and then I'll talk about what's actually coming in this update. So come August, everything you see in the shop in the any size skein listing. So again, I'm also going to be changing how everything will be organized in the shop, but we'll talk about that when the changes come in August. So for now, every listing that's currently in the shop is staying there, except now you're going to see a ready to ship section, and that's where I'm going to house everything for now. And then in the August update, I'm going to kind of redo things in the shop. So for that August update, everything again is going to come down. So if there's anything that you want to see, and this is kind of talking through the transition month, if there's anything that you have had your eye on in the shop, now is a good time to grab it, because again, everything is going to come down, and in August you'll just have about 5, probably, I don't know, colors of the month to choose from. So, and I'm hoping there are a lot of new colors. So again, if you have had your eye on something, definitely go get it now. Because this is going to be a transition month where I'm still doing just as much dye to order, probably. My hope is to have a pretty decent August shop update, but we'll kind of see, because again, I'm going to be managing both. So the other kind of transition that I'm going to do is that when August comes, where we only have the colors of the month, I'm going to have the ready to ship skeins kind of at current pricing structure, not really changing how much an 100 gram skein would cost from where it is now. But the any size skein, so any really custom order, is going to increase in price. So this is also a great month to just pick up anything that you've had your eye on, because come the August shop update, the prices for the any size skeins and really any custom order, so anything outside the ready to ship shop, is going to be increasing in price. So that's why I wanted to do this transition month. I wanted to give you all fair warning that, one, a lot of listings are coming down. Your selection is going to be way more limited in the future, and also the prices are going up for anything not ready to ship. So yeah, you have full warning. That will all take effect for the August update, which will be the first Saturday. So the shop update for August will be Saturday, August 7th. So that's when everything's going to come down. I mean, really like the 6th. Things will come down, and the prices for the any size skeins are going to go up. All right, so I hope that all makes sense. Those are the changes. Again, you guys will kind of see how it goes. You know, we're all going to figure this out together. And I will say too, my goal over time, again, is to kind of see what people are buying. So you'll see for the July shop update, what I have ready to ship are 50 gram skeins and 100 gram skeins. But if I notice people are ordering a lot of, you know, if there's a lot of interest for 75 gram skeins or 30 gram skeins or 150 gram skeins, whatever it may be, then in the future I will offer those as ready to ship skeins. So just because that's what I'm offering now, I'm trying to start small, start simple, and then we'll kind of all grow from there. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. I'm a girl in her wool, or you can email me at agirlandherwool@gmail.com. If you have requests about, kind of what you want to see in the shop, whether it's certain size skeins or colors or anything of that, you're more than welcome to kind of let me know, and that will help me kind of build a better shop for you all. All right, so let's talk about July, what I have available for tomorrow. I do have a few colors that I'm trying to kind of build up. So I have a few returning colors, and then I also have a couple of new colors, one of which you have seen on Instagram all week. So let's kind of get into it. Okay, so the first color that again is a repeat color is my Frozen colorway, which is a really pretty bright blue and purple and turquoise colorway. Again, I'm gonna have it on 100 gram skeins on sock, DK, and BFL sock, my standard bases. And then I'm also gonna have all of these colors also available on 50 gram skeins, only on my sock base. So again, if 50 gram skeins on BFL or DK is something you want to see in these ready to ship updates, definitely let me know. But yeah, so we have 100 and then also 50 gram skeins. So I'm going to run through these kind of somewhat quickly. So that's Frozen. So again, all of the colors are going to be offered exactly what I just said, so I'm not going to show it on all of them. But I also have Rose Tea, which is what I used to knit my Earnest cardigan. It's a really pretty rosy pink with brown. And then I also have Overnight Oats, which a lot of you know is one of my favorite neutrals that I have. It's a light creamy brown with bits of gray in it. So this is Rose Tea and Overnight Oats knit up together into the Emmeline May shawl, which is a pattern by Jennifer Lassonde or Boston Jen. I don't have these kits ready to ship for tomorrow, but I will probably add them into one of the restock updates probably next week. But definitely keep an eye. I'm not sure how I'm going to communicate yet for the restocks, whether it's going to be on Instagram or just in my Facebook page, or just on a page in my shop, or if I should do a newsletter. I'm not really there yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but I will be planning to stock this up again this month. Or actually, you know what? I probably won't stock this up. I don't know, TBD, but the listing itself will still be available. So you can actually pick up kits for this. So I won't be restocking this. This will kind of be like that dye to order listing still. And then I also just wanted to show Frozen and Thawed together. So this is also patterns by Boston Jen. This is the Ice Time cowl and the Ice Time hat. I also have mitts that I just didn't grab, but this is how Frozen and Thawed knit. Oh, I haven't shown you Thawed yet. You'll see that in a second. But this is how Frozen kind of pairs with that. Again, I think, yeah, so for this, I will have ready to ship available, but I also will have, this listing will still be kind of up. Again, that's kind of just, again, July is a transition. Normally it would just be what's ready to ship with the pattern base kits. Maybe I didn't talk about that. So the custom orders will really be for any size skeins. The pattern base kits are all going to be just ready to ship. Those may or may not fall into the colors of the month, but we'll kind of go through that again as it all comes up. So those are the 3 returning colors, and then I also have 2 new colors. So for this first colorway, you have seen this quite a bit on Instagram recently, and if you watched the craft project update on Tuesday, you definitely saw it there. But this is my new colorway that I'm calling Woodland. I'm really excited about it. I want to knit a sweater out of it. So it is a muted color way that just has a little of everything. So it has purple and green and then some gold and some pink, and when you knit it up, which I'll show you the sample in a second, you really get a lot of everything. You really see everything really pop. So again, it'll be available on all bases, and then in those 50-gram skeins on sock. Okay, and then this is Woodland all knit up. We'll talk about the contrast in a second, but again, you really see a little of everything in this swatch. You get kind of the brighter blues and greens, some of the muted tones, and then you get the little golds to pop out every once in a while, the pinks and the purples. It's just really pretty. You don't realize how many colors are in it until like you're really looking at it, and it's really, really fun. So that is the first new colorway, and the second new colorway is called Monarch, which is based on the March Club colorway. I did it a little bit different than the March Club, but it's got the same overall theme, some kind of oranges, a little bit of like salmon colors, speckles, and then of course the grays and the blacks too. And then of course on those 3 bases, as well as the 50-gram skein. And then here is Monarch knit up, and again we'll talk about the contrast in a second. So a good speckly color. This would be a fun Halloween color if you're into that, but you just get kind of the oranges, the grays, the blacks, and then again kind of like these pops of yellow every once in a while, which is really fun. Okay, and this is how it's going to work a lot, because I know people love the contrasting minis. So for the colors of the month, I'll also have sock sets. So all of my sock sets are going to be on my sock base, and it's going to be 100 grams of the main colorway and 20 grams of the mini, the tonal mini. That's kind of based on how my yarn clubs are. Most are for 100 gram and 20 gram contrast skeins. Again, if you want to see this on DK or BFL in the future, definitely reach out and let me know. The more comments I get that are similar, the more likely I will be to do it, as well as if you want to see sock sets on other size skeins as well. That's something I can introduce in the future. So the first one up is Frozen and Thawed. So you saw this combination in the Ice Time patterns, but again, a good sock set. I have a giant pile back there now. So then the second is Rose Tea and Overnight Oats. So again, you saw that combination in the Emmeline May shawl. For the new ones, we have, again, what you saw here. So we have Woodland, and its contrast tonal is called Canopy, and it's this really pretty blue sea green color, and it just, you see in the sock, it just really brings out those brighter greens from the colorway, which is really nice. So that will be a new sock set. And then the other one, which again you saw here, is Monarch with its tonal that I'm calling Marigold. So you get the bright kind of orangey salmon kind of color. It's not like a pumpkin orange, it's definitely more muted with like some of that salmon, coral, not salmon, coral feel to it. So that is Monarch and Marigold. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to mention is that for these 2 new colorways, Woodland and Monarch, your only way to purchase them is through the ready to ship skeins. So I'm not creating new any size skeins for them for the month. Again, how I have the listing set up is going to change with the shop update in August. So again, if you love Woodland or Monarch, you will definitely want to shop it. You will only be able to get it through the ready to ship skeins. So just wanted to put that out there. And again, if they sell out really quickly, then I will look to restock them throughout the month. Okay, and again, for the pattern-based kits, I might do like, I think for them, they're all going to be as they currently are. I might add some for these new colorways. You'll see one in a second that I have. But again, I kind of just ran out of time, so definitely follow me on Instagram for restock updates, as well as I might devote like a shop news, like as I have things ready to go. I'll say like, coming this Saturday, here's what's coming. But again, it's a transition month, and because I'm announcing that the prices are going up, I'm expecting to get orders in for any size skeins. And so we'll see how much I'm able to keep up with the any size custom orders, keeping up with getting the August shop update ready to ship update ready to go, as well as doing restocks. It just might end up being a lot. So again, July is a transition month, so not everything that I'm planning to do in the future will be available, but we're kind of working with what we've got here. So I have a pattern base kit for the Ice Time set ready to go. So that involves a 100 gram skein of frozen and 120 gram skein of thawed. That's enough to make all three of the hat, cowl, and mitts. Again, I still have the listing up, so if you just want to make something for one of them and get smaller skeins, you can. And then the other one I have is actually an Emmeline May shawl kit out of Monarch and Marigold. So again, if you want this, it's only available as ready to ship. And I think that is it. I do have stock that I've had ready to ship. Just usually when I get orders for popular colorways, I'll sometimes dye up a few extra or one of a kinds or things like that sitting around. So I will probably be loading those in throughout the month as well. So again, check back for those. I don't think I'll make any formal announcements about them, but there are some mini skein sets. So I think I have like Sweet Treat and Frozen. So if you are looking for mini skein sets, again, I have a lot of listings to get up with this stuff. So I'm not promising that all of that miscellaneous will make it in for tomorrow's update. And I don't know if I'll make that like, maybe I'll just make that like next Saturday. That restock update will be all kind of the miscellaneous ready to ship skeins that I have. I don't know, or if I'll do it evenly throughout the month, but I'll fill you guys in as it happens. So anyway, that is really what's going on with the shop. I'm really excited about this. It means that I can you know, keep what I'm dyeing fresh and keep what I'm offering to you guys fresh. I have plans for a lot of new things coming, new pattern-based kits and new colorways, as well as entirely new products and bases. So I'm definitely excited to be bringing you more, and this is a way that I think as my business kind of grows, I'll be able to do that. So a couple of other things that are kind of going on in the shop. So one is that the splash pad party is still going on, so make sure you follow Boston Jen on Instagram, or check out the Downseller Studio Audio podcast. The splash pad party is a make-along that lasts through June and July. So it's going to be ending this month, which means if you want to have the colorway, my splash pad party color exclusive colorway, again, like everything else, that's going to be coming out of the shop, but that has exclusivity, so it won't be back in the shop, I think, for like a year, if ever. So if you are interested in On the Boardwalk, make sure you pick that up now. So the other thing I was going to show you really quickly, and if you watched Tuesday's craft project update, you saw this. I think I've done 2 more colors since then. This is my Rainbow Showers wrap. It's bigger than what the pattern would call for, but I'm using my 2020 Advent Fade. So now you can like really see a lot of those reds in there to make what will be a table runner for me at festivals. I'm kind of just using each color as it comes. Oh my gosh, it smells like the beach. And so I've done 14 colors, I think, now, so I have 10 left. I do here's kind of what's remaining, so a lot of the reds and the purples. So this is actually available, so if you're not a fan of a mystery advent where, you know, you can't see what you're getting and you love this, I actually do have this kit available in my shop in the advent section. It will come to you advent season, and you choose whether you want the skeins individually wrapped or not. Since it's not a mystery, I figured I'd give the option of not having them all wrapped up, but I will certainly do it for you. So what I'm gonna say is, because I'm offering up quite a few advent options, I'm going to be staggering them a little bit. So this is gonna come down, this 2020 kit is gonna come down at the end of this month. basically in conjunction with when I hope to have this project done. So when I finish this project, I'm going to take the listing down. So if you are interested in this advent set, which is the repeat from last year, make sure you grab it this month. The other advents are still available, so I'm doing the same thing this year. I have one that's a random mystery mini pack, so you have colors that don't necessarily coordinate. It's random each day. What I'm doing differently this year is that they're going to be different for everyone. So they could be existing colorways in my shop. They could be new one of a kind. But if you and your friend both order the mystery mini advent kit from me, your sets may match some days, but other days it may not. I'm also offering, similar to this, a fade / gradient set. That's going to be like a beach sunset theme, so that's really all you know. And so just think of watching the sunset on a beach, and those are the colors that I hope to put into this advent. So those will still be available for quite a bit longer. I'll give warning on those too. And then I also have the Radvent wrap kit and the Radvent cowl kits, which were 2 patterns. This is the Radvent wrap in my rose gold kit. So this kit is also available if you missed out on it last year and you want one. And then the Radvent cowl was another pattern that Amba O'Brien designed last year using my yarn, so I've re-upped that for this year as well. Those will also probably come down, you know, the 2020 Advent's going to come down first, and then those 2 are going to come down next, and then I'll have the 2021 Advents come down probably in like by the end of August. All of these things will, or no. Probably by the end of September, these will all be out of the shop. So if you want an advent kit from me, you can certainly do it. I also have the Hanukkah kits available. So if you want the beach sunset or the mystery minis as 8 nights of Hanukkah, so you'll get 8 skeins. Those are available as well and will kind of fall in the same time frame. I think that is it with all of the shop news. The last thing that I need to do is the giveaway winner. So I have been running a giveaway on Instagram for part of my birthday celebration, which was in May. I kind of did an exciting shop update that month, and I wanted to give people time to work on things. And so if you used hashtag AGAHW birthday and hashtag agirlandherwool on Instagram, you were entered for a $30 gift card to my shop. And the winner of that is Instapam Pep. Yes, Instapam Pep, who was working on socks using, I have one of the earlier socks. It was First Crush and On the Boardwalk, I think. Yes, she used First Crush and On the Boardwalk together for this sock. So thank you Pam for participating and knitting along. You can email me at agirlandherwool@gmail.com, and I will send you the link, the gift card information. So this is kind of going to be an ongoing thing. So if you use hashtag agirlandherwool on Instagram, you're going to be entered for ongoing prizes. Sometimes it will be yarn, sometimes it will be patterns. We'll kind of leave that all up in the air, but I will always announce the winners in my shop updates like this. So make sure you are using hashtag agirlandherwool, and I will share the posts in my stories. And we can all see what we're working on and how A Girl and Her Wool yarn knits up. It's so much fun to see all those pop up. So yeah, I hope that's a fun little, not such a knit along, but kind of knit along for all of us to participate in. So that is it. That is everything that's going into the shop, and kind of an explanation of the changes. I know this is probably a long shop update video, but I really wanted to kind of give warning because, you know, so much is going to be changing. I don't want things to kind of disappear on people. Again, the prices are going to increase for those custom orders, and in the shop update vlog, I'll kind of go through how you'll order them and how the shop will be organized and all of that. So thank you guys so much for all of the continued support of me and my shop. I'm really happy to have this business. It really brings me a lot of good feelings and everything, and happiness. And even if the days get long, I've never regretted it once. So excited to keep talking yarn with you all, keep talking sticker kits, which I didn't mention today at all. But don't forget, you can purchase your craft journal sticker kits, and I will talk about those more in upcoming videos because, again, this is getting long. But I will hopefully see you guys all tomorrow morning at agirlandherwool.com at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Again, the listings for the any size skeins aren't changing, but if you want those 2 new colors, definitely check out the ready to ship section, as well as, you know, some of these other skeins that I have here available. So I hope to see you there, and if not, I will see you next week. One thing, sorry guys, I know I'm dragging this on. So normally a dye with me would show on Tuesday, but I'm gonna do the June Yarn Club reveal on Tuesday, and then the dye with me will be on Friday. That's just to better space out where the club reveal hits. I like to do it later on to make sure everyone's gotten their skein, but early enough to give people time to watch and then sign up if they want to. So that will be on Tuesday, and dye with me will be on Friday. So anyway, I will see you guys soon. Have a great weekend and summer. Bye.